Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for September 28, 2021. To access Cathy's Zoom call, we were going to scroll down on her website here, CathyDSlaght.com, and we're going to look for this banner. Where it says click here, this is where we're going to click. If you'd like to be part of her client group, you can access that information right here. We're going to continue. Click here. We're on the Zoom platform where we will open up and we're live.
10 o'clock. This one probably will be a little shorter than usual because I have the computer guy coming and I need to keep the computers on top of things. The other one is acting up. I want to show you last night I was going back and forth to the healing codes. Have y'all ever seen this? Because I had never seen it with, I don't know how many times over the years I've gone back and forth to the healing codes, but they have this up there. And I'm not going to go over it, but you can take a look if you're interested. It talks a little bit about Grandmaster. But then down here, it gives you some steps on how to work with the codes. All I want to say is they have obviously not heard of the SRC. So I think I need to get in touch with them because the SRC is a powerful way to work with these codes. But also, Grandmaster really did work with spheres, and he would put that code in a sphere, and then he would bring it to the body. And this just gives you a little bit more detail, so if you want to take a look at it, I haven't taken a close look, but that's where you are. And
where did you get that from?
It was on the Grandmaster side. I was very surprised. I pulled up to get a number, and usually it shows you, other numbers people have been asking for, but that wasn't it. That was on there, and I'm like, whoa, let me copy it because I have never seen that before.
Thank you, Cathy. That's great.
Isn't that exciting? Yeah. And so, I don't know. Maybe that's something they put up after the 10,000th time you check them out. I don't know, but I sure do like these codes, and I would really pleased with. Yeah, so let me show you here from yesterday. We are still going with this blood flow, and this is going to be in the what I labeled it as brain-blood flow. And so I just want to show you we are still here. And then the second step, if you just follow Dr. Amen or Amon's book, is aging, which Kevin suggested we call it youthing. I love that. Much, much preferable. It's just spelling doesn't quite.
Oh, you like the youthing or what?
I love that positive terminology.
Yeah.
Because according to what I read, provided you don't beat yourself up, there's no reason for you to have brain deterioration. And so we're going to have a new cocktail in reference to this. I'm going to call mine brain youthing, but I just wanted to mention also this I don't think is going to be for me, but apparently knitting really works on the brain as well. And then we've got a few other little areas here. And again, these codes, by virtue of the, we're just going to check these and then put the cocktail in. But by virtue of the name, healing codes, all of these codes are healing. So even when it sounds like something bad, the code is helping with that stress. But these are some of the areas. This is a big one for aging, is to boost your visual memory, which of course any kind of visualization seems like that would really be a boost. We can see, I didn't find a code for it, but again, we don't need the code. The words are powerful. Let's just look and see where we are. Okay, so again, it goes all the way up there. In this group, I imagine we have some visualization. Here is premature aging. And again, the code is a positive, but if you wanted to check, premature aging. And it would be a negative thing. Oh my goodness. Let's just really work on that. Oh my goodness. So we're all at this moment in time, it's a subtle energy coming from the etheric. I'm going to think it's stress, the stress of our world. If we can change that to seeing all the positives in our world, all the wonderful things we have that other generations didn't have, and that we now have these things here to work with. And I wasn't expecting that. Sharon, are you still taking that product you mentioned a while back?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
And I find it to be very beneficial for me.
Okay, well, look at this. This code is going to do us 100% benefit. So just for fun, let's go in here. Take that out. See what the benefit would be of chanting it. Well, 93% benefit. That might be what we want to play with a little bit. Let's just look at this. Follow, grab a boy, protocol. Put that code in.
What'd you put in?
This is the premature aging code to clear that. But it actually, the chanting looks at this, for this particular code, more effective than following the grab-a-boy stuff, with the sphere and the numbers. And so, the keep it simple theory. Here's memory.
Yeah, because when I work my clients, I'll give them the code and tell them to put a copy down and put them underneath their pillow.
That's also good. All right. And you could put it on your water. There's a lot of things. Real quickly before I get sidetracked. For example, I've been doing a lot more charging. I just somehow over the years, there's so much to do with this software you can forget. But for example, let's look priority or chi, brain charges. I don't think we have to be fancy here. Do we want any brain charges today? That's another powerful approach. And keep my headphones on. We don't really want them today. But you can look in here, for example, look at the charger. And let's see what we've got for, and I like the new term better, using, but let's look at aging. So we don't have anything. We got to get some. So you can go back and forth and play with this and send yourself some energy. This charger, as you know, is much more powerful than we're aware. You can hear many stories from people about things they've accomplished with the charger. Let's just look at social isolation. Okay, as a group, this is not a stress for us at this time. But it is for a lot of people who sit home online or on the social media. Okay, hearing problems.
That's me.
Let's see what we can do. So let's
Cathy, did you say you have hearing problems too?
No, I'm okay with hearing. It's my eyes, but my eyes are getting better.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm real excited about that. But so far, so good with my hearing. And that's the only thing, in all fairness, I see my two friends, one who is 90 and one who is 88, the hearing is a little bit stressed. This is another one, invert cognitive decline. brain deterioration. And again, if you want the information, which that's what it is, and remember, once you become aware of it, you can completely turn it around in most cases. So let's look at this. Well, we don't like that number too much. That's pretty interesting. This is one of the reasons I was led to start doing the brain charges. I personally think a lot of this is environmental, but we don't want those charges today. And then when you do them, again, just check with your priority for Qi. This was another thing that they say is highly beneficial, especially for the brain, is the intermittent fasting. You guys are familiar with that. I think you may have to get off it once in a while because your body may adapt and say, well, if you've got these 16 hours of fasting, I better hold on to a few things. But if you go back and forth with it, do it for a few months and then back off, it seems to be very effective. This iron also, they found that if you have too much iron, which apparently is not uncommon, that can really impact your brain. So they recommend always don't take any iron supplements without, talking to your doctor, etc.
Oh, don't they have iron in vitamins?
They do in a lot of the vitamins, and a lot of the food is fortified, and people can end up with way too much iron, which also, impacts many things. So they say one way you can get around that is just to give blood once in a while. Here are a few supplements recommended in Dr. Amon's book. And this is for short, that NAC, N-A-C, which I've heard they're trying to pull off the market, but I don't know anything about it other than what I've heard. This learn new things is a big deal. That is what happens to people, they say, with retirement. You get into some habits of leisure and you don't continue to learn. Can even happen if you have a job where you're just doing the same thing automatically over and over. They talk a lot about cross-training in work, and it looks like we have a little stress even as a group with that. And that's a few other supplements that were recommended. I think a lot of these we can do energetically. Like while we're waiting here, I got a lot of these still going. Let's just go in here and put premature aging. I like that saffron. Many of these you can get, like the sage, you can get in your essential oils.
Cathy, are you also familiar with divine healing numbers?
I don't have those anymore. Do you have those? I used to have those.
I can get them.
Yeah, I'd love to see them. I don't know that I have them anymore. I think I kind of did.
Yeah, I'll get them. I'll send them to you.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we would love that. So let's we've got what we've got here, and we'll come back to it. Let's go in, and I love what Kevin suggested for our conscious mastery. We're not going to call it aging. We're going to call it youthing. Oh, I guess I could take off this knit thing. And I am going to get also some sources for the MMS, just haven't gotten them yet. Let's see. All right, so for the heck of it, let's go ahead and add this new cocktail to the field generator.
There was a lot of MMS books on Scribed.
Yes, oh, it's
books and documents and
yes, yes,
an awful lot. Just too much to read in one day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah. So let's do for the field generator. I typically am going to do love. To me, that's the strongest. And I typically do normal. You can do as you choose. Let's just put that cocktail in there. See how long we want to go. 8 hours. And then from that in there, we can, oops, I'm really having a time with these headphones today. I wonder if my head shrunk. But regardless, you have now that cocktail and you can use it with anything. We've got just this information in here to focus on. Let's hit the wonder click and then come back and see if we want to preserve any theme or options. So you see we have all element systems deficient, triple heater, and when these things come up, you can go in and see if you have a cocktail. You're going to be surprised, not cocktail, but charge. So you'll find not too much for some of these, but others. And it just dawned on me as I'm multitasking here. Did I call our cocktail brain youthing?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Good. Thank you. Energetics, body, numbness. See if we have anything in here for parathyroid. Let's go down here. No, doesn't. Okay, so we've got a couple here, for example, so you could now go in, priority or chi, charge, parathyroid, and you'll be surprised as you do this more often if you aren't already. Okay, again, not necessary, so don't do any more than you need to do. You get the idea.
What was that, Shin? Cathy.
Yeah, I'm going up to the shin. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were looking.
Change all resistance patterns.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's the vitamin balance, throat chakra. Again, all subtle. Look at there, we're still working on our brain. Tied into nerval. So again. got quite a few in reference to nerves, and you can just go through as you're led. Let's look, for example, come on. Charge, nerve damage, and so on and so forth, as is applicable. Oh. We have some excellent damp cocktails. Let's see. Is it a good thing? Nope, don't need it. Root chakra. Urinary system, lymph. Gallbladder. Words to ponder in the middle box. And that's the thing, they're really talking a lot about these repetitive thoughts, most of which we have no awareness, but it is impacting our own voltage. Words to ponder. If it is a tourist season, why can't we shoot them? And then over here, if you want your spouse to listen and pay strict attention to every word you say, talk in your sleep. So a lot of interesting thoughts here. And we're wanting to lose a little excessive body fat at this moment in time. And over here, it's resistance in reference to bladder. So we can go in also in this sustenance balancer. Look at that 0. We want to preserve these options. So we've got some new information in here from the new codes, and we want to keep those going. So that is basically it for today.
Okay, Kath, have a good one.
Yeah, I got the computer guy coming. Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks,
And
Cathy.
Thanks,
Cathy.
Yeah, let's do some serious using today.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful
Take care,
day.
everybody. Bye-bye.
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call. Thank you for attending. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well.